Hello, my friends. Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop. We're having a party. It's our 100,000 subscriber party. We've got a lot in store for you tonight. We've got a lot of music to play for you. We've got a bunch of giveaways. And the first thing I want to do is show you this 100,000 subscriber cake that my wife got for us. And I thank her for that. I'm going to give that to her so she can set that aside. And I wish you were here to taste some of it. Let me introduce who we have here tonight. We have Patty Chandler. Patty's from Ellsbury, Missouri. And Patty was a duo with her sister, Mary Jane, who unfortunately passed away. I've told that story a couple times, and I did a tribute to Mary Jane on my channel here not too long ago. When did she pass away?
A year ago this month, actually.
A year ago this month.
Yep.
Wow. Crazy. Time flies. And this is Bill Pilliard over here, who is an honorary member of the Rosa String Works Band. He's not an official member, but he fills in all the time and comes and helps me out all the time. Very, very talented musician. And then we have Mr. Don Davis, who is back on the upright bass, who can also just pick the fire out of a flat top guitar. But we keep him on the bass because he shows us up too much. We've got a lot of giveaways tonight. I'm going to show you here what the giveaways are. We've got, I've got 4 of my CDs. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's hard for me to look at the camera because I'm always used to looking at the monitor. But anyway, we've got those 4 CDs here. We're going to ask questions and give those away. And then we have this is an electric meter that was sent to me. This is for testing electric. And we'll give that away. I have a brand new pair of bifocal safety glasses. These are a 1.5 safety or close-up lens. I don't know what you call that. Anyway, what do you call it? Reading glasses. So it's 1.5 reading glasses is what's built into these safety glasses. Pretty cool. And we also have a pair of these really cool gloves that I've mentioned several times. These are brand new. I did open the package to show them off on the channel once before, but they haven't been worn. They're brand new. And these are called Cool Job Bamboo touchscreen gloves. These are in the extra large size, and they fit like a glove, believe it or not. And they last really long time, and you can work your smartphone with these while they are still on your hand. So a pretty cool deal. So we're going to give away all that stuff. I think that's a total of 9 items. And we have, who you can't see is Ron McClanahan behind the scenes. And Ron is going to be watching the comments, and he'll be looking for the correct answers, because I'll be asking questions, and it'll be up to Ron to determine who the winner is. And what he says goes. Doesn't matter who was actually first. It's the one he sees first is the one that's going to win. So there you go. We're just going to make it that way, and then it's just be simple. And so we'll start off with a question right now. Who was the father of bluegrass? And Ron will be looking for the first one that he can find that answers that question. And we'll give away one of the Boers CDs for that. We have a CD here from my friends, the Boers, and they're very, very talented musicians. This is a great CD. So we'll give away a Boers CD, and Ron will determine who that is. Now, we're going to start off with a request that we had, which was Brother John. Now, I haven't done this song in probably 15 years at least, and definitely haven't worked it up in a band for a very long time. So these guys all just learned it, and we'll just see and do the best we can with it. So here we go. If you're following along at home, it's in A minor. Brother John is a poor, hard-working man. His life is hard, and he does the best he can to praise to God. Just to thank him for his bread and the roof over his head, Brother John. Lost his wife, big fever came around, a gentle girl. Oh, we laid her in the ground, she was his life. And her dying hit him hard, till he heard the voice of God. Brother John, trouble on earth is ending, all your sorrow soon will be gone. You did all you could, and they're calling you home now, Brother John. Pick some of that, Bill. Late one day, he was working in the field, the sun was low, and the earth was moving still. He heard his wife calling, come join me now, and he fell beside his plow. Brother John, trouble on earth is ending, all your sorrows soon will be gone. You're a good man, you did all you could, and they're calling you home now, Brother John. Trouble on earth is ending, all your sorrows soon will be gone. You're a good man, you did all you could, and they're calling you home now, Brother John. Woo-hoo. Thank you. Yeah, we have an applause track tonight. Yeah, I got to look at the camera. I know, my wife just pointed. I'm supposed to be looking up here. It's really hard to remember that when you do this every single day and you look right there. It's hard to look up there, but I'll try. So if you see me looking here, just know that I'm an idiot. Do we have a result on a winner there, Mr. Ron McClanahan?
Everybody but one person knew the answer. And the one that didn't thought it was Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, that was the right answer.
Spoken song was first.
Spoken song was the first one. So you got that written down there, and that was a Boer CD. So how about you keep that and keep it, and label it or somehow that that goes to that person. That way we'll keep this halfway straight. Otherwise I'll be so confused I won't know which ends up when we're done here. Okay, let's see. Before we have another song, let me ask another question. What is the title of the song that took me 30 years to write? I mentioned this on a couple of different vlogs. So it was a song that I started writing when I was 18, and I finished it when I was 48. So if you know the song title, then Mr. Ron there will pick you out as a winner. And we'll give away, let's see here. I don't even have a CD with that song on there, so we'll give away these glasses. These are safety glasses, as I mentioned, with a reading bifocal in there, reading glass bifocal. So that's what we're giving away this time. Patty, how about grace us with a song there?
All right. Well, how about we do a little bit of Rly Poly?
Rly Poly sounds like a winner to me.
In the key of D.
Roly poly, no long time since I heard
Nice
that
job, Patty. It just occurred to me that we need to mention the white elephant in the room. The white elephant is that 3 of our usual band members are not here. Leon, he just skipped out on us, the banjo player. He's out fishing. He's playing hooky. But it was a long drive for him tonight. It would have been, about a 5-hour round trip or more. So he elected not to come, and I understand that. And but Gary Haven, we were supposed to play a show. He and I and Don were supposed to play a show this morning for the kids at the Mark Twain Elementary School. And as I was leaving this morning, heading toward the school, he texted me and said he had COVID. He tested positive for COVID, so he couldn't be at the show this morning. So it was just Don and I played for all those kids, and that's a little tough when you just have a mandolin and a bass, but we did it. And so that's the name of the tune there for Gary Haven. And then Beverly, she was exposed to COVID, probably through those guys, actually, through Gary Haven and some others. And all those people had tested positive. So far, Beverly hasn't tested positive, but she didn't want to be here and expose the rest of us. Rightly so. So there you go. That's why we are as we are tonight.
Yes, thank you.
I throw a 100,000 K party and nobody comes.
I still think they're scared because I was showing up. So.
That could be part of it. That could be part of it. Mr. Bill, how about you do a song for us? Think for just a second while I'm going to ask Ron. Did you elect a winner from this last one? Did anybody get it?
Phantom 614 was the most common answer, but
Nope.
nobody gave the answer.
Nobody gave the proper answer. Okay, I'm going to try to give another clue. I know you've heard me tell this story several times on the channel, at least probably 3 times at least, if not more. And that is, this was the song. I started writing it when I was 18. My brother was playing the piano. And then when I was 28, I got serious about music. And so from the age of 28 through the age of 48, I was looking for this song. The words kept coming back in my head, but I couldn't figure out where the song came from. I didn't realize that I had started writing it myself. I knew those words were from something. I thought it was a... who's that?
Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins song. See, I can't even remember that. So I thought it was a Marty Robbins song. So I had contacted all kinds of people trying to find out what song this was. Nobody could find it out. And finally I asked my brother when I was 48, and he says, "Well, you big idiot, you wrote it." So then I finished it. Since I started writing it, I finished it when I was 48. So anyway, come up with the name of that now. You should be able to somebody came up with it. Somebody got it.
Kenneth Drewyard.
What is it?
Kenneth Drewyard.
Kenneth Drewyard. Okay, here's the glasses, so you can put those with his. There you go. Okay, now, Mr. Bill, what have you got in store for us?
Well, we're going to do a John Hartford tune that everybody likes. It's about Old Riverman.
Okay, good. John Hartford tune, Old Riverman.
Indeed. Soul still keep a watch on the deep for the rest of his river days. Does he then come back as a channel cat or a wasp that lights on the wheel, or a bird up high in the summer sky, or a fish swimming under the gill? fall to the ear of the man who steers, saying, hold her on that notch. There's a gentle breeze as the river sneeze, saying, son, I'm going to bed. Then they light their pipes and go off in the night. Was that fireflies instead? An old-time engineer go after he cools her down? Does he go up the hill but never come back from the quiet side of town? Does his soul live on in the engine song while the striker checks the gear? Is he still afloat in an old steamboat after he's gone from here? Will he then come back as a channel cat, or a wasp that nights on the wheel, or a bird up high in the summer sky, or a fish swimming under the gill, or a fish swimming under the gill?
Nice job, Bill. Okay, there, very good job there, Mr. Bill. And let me ask another question here. This one should be easy, especially for those of you who follow the vlogs. On what calendar day, so you need to actually say the date, what was the calendar date that I hit 100,000 subscribers? That one should be fairly easy. Okay, and we'll give away one of these CDs on that one. Okay? And let's see, I guess I'm up, huh? Okay, I had two more requests. One of them was for Blue Moon of Kentucky, and the other one was for Man of Constant Sorrow. And neither one of those are tunes that I do very often, so might as well just get one of them out of the way.
Yep.
We'll do one of them first. How's that? Let's do Man of Constant Sorrow. That's in the key of F. By the way, while I'm thinking of it, when we get to the second half of the program, we're going to do a little different format. Normally we do all gospel. We're going to primarily focus on gospel in the second half, but we're going to make it an all request too. So in other words, if you have a request you want to hear us do, especially if it's a gospel song, we'll try to do it if we know it. Okay, so here we go. Man of Constant Sorrow. It's in the key of F. In constant sorrow all through his days, I am the man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell, oh misery, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. For 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasure here on earth I find, but in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. Bill. He'll meet you on God's golden shore. Well, we made it all the way through.
First time I ever heard you do that one.
Yeah, well,
I think it's the first
I don't
time
do
I
it very
played
often, I can tell you that.
Okay.
I do it as few times in a year as I can.
Keeps it interesting.
So, have we got any announcements over there on your end? Did we have a winner? Did I announce
We
it?
have a winner.
On which one and what was it? I forgot now at this point.
It's on the calendar day you hit 100,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Dottie Hildebrand.
Dottie Hildebrand. She's a faithful watcher. So there you go, Dottie. I hope you don't already have that CD because I know you're a faithful viewer, so you may already have it. I don't know, but if you do, by the way, Dottie, or for some reason, and you want the other one, just let me know. I'll be glad to send you a different one. All right. Well, the next one we're going to give away this electrical test. I got to be sure to look up here. I can't do that. It's really hard. We're going to give away this electric circuit tester. This is just one of these deals where you get it close to the electric and it will tell you if the electric is on or not. If you're doing any kind of maintenance around your house and you want to make sure the electric is off, this is a good thing to test it with. So that's what we're going to give away. And the question is, in a recent blog or vlog, I mentioned it would take me how many years to reach 1 million subscribers. I was very specific and I said it was really sad. So how many years did I say it would take to reach 1 million subscribers from where we are right now? Okay. Patty, I think you're up.
Okay. How about a little Blue Kentucky Girl?
Blue Kentucky Girl. We're going to do this in the E of keys. So if you're following along at home, we're playing it in E. Are you ready?
No, but we'll do it anyway.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you don't? Oh, he's gonna
Let me get adjusted.
he's gonna put his cheater on there and adjust it a little bit.
Yep. Let's see if that works better. Okay.
All right, here we go.
You left me for the bright lights of the town. A country boy set out to see the world. Remember when the neon lights shine down
mighty fun. Good job. And I know we had a winner because I saw a correct answer scroll up the screen. Who won?
A lot of people got the correct answer.
Oh, ho.
Mark V was first.
Mark V was the first one.
Yep.
So Mark V. Now, by the way, on all of these winners, every one of you that's won something, you have to send me an email. And if you would, in the the title of the email, if you would put prize up there, just prize, Prize, and then that way I'll know to look for your email or find it easier, because I get hundreds of emails, trust me. And put that in there, and then tell us in the email where you want the prize sent to. So do that. And it's up to you. If you don't do that, then you don't get nothing. It's just that simple. Mr. Bill.
Hardcore, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't have a choice.
I like that tester now. I used that for years because I was
Did
a
you?
HVAC contractor
Yeah.
for 30 years. And everywhere I went, because I had two
Yeah.
or three other big testers, but
Right.
just to pull that little one out,
Yeah.
it was so easy.
It's handy.
And somebody's supposed to be like my partner. I'd say, go flip that breaker off, but I never trusted him. So I'd
Yeah.
put that up there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and if that thing went off, I said, you got the wrong one. I'm
Yeah.
not getting shocked today.
Yeah, and this particular tester, it also has a meter on it that tells you the percentage of strength.
Oh,
So like
really?
it'll say
Low voltage?
0 or all the way up to 99. If it gets up above say 40 or 50, you better be thinking there's a problem.
It's not low voltage.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
totally low
Yeah.
voltage.
Don't lick your fingers. And
Yeah,
touch that.
exactly. Don't you? What are you gonna do for us, Mr. Bill?
We're going to do a little Michael Martin Murphy.
In A? Yeah.
No, I think we'll go in G. Thank
Oh.
you. Bringing that to my attention.
I'm trying to mention it because I know people play along at home, and that's the reason. Also, I'm trying to see here. We've got 238 viewers at the moment. 238 in the
Wow.
audience.
She came to me, said she knew me, said she known me a long time. And she talked of being in love with every mountain that she climbed. And she talked of hills she walked up far above the tender line. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. There's a new moon on the 14th, first quarter, 21st, and the full moon in the last week brings the fullness to the earth. There's no guesswork in the clockwork of the world's heart of mine. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. As the frost grows on the window and the wood stove smoke and glows, as the fire grows we can warm our soul watching rainbows in the gold. And we'll talk of hills we walked up far above the tender line. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. nights I only feel right with Carolina in the fire. Thank you.
Someone said it sounds a bit overdriven on their end. Maybe we'll just have to keep the mic just a little bit further away. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll just do the best we can. Who won the last one there? Or did we?
You didn't do another one.
Oh, I didn't do another one yet?
Mark B won the last one.
Or we're still on another. Okay. All right. Well, I have another one of my CDs. This is a gospel CD, all gospel. And let me ask the question here of, okay, my roots in bluegrass music run real deep. What was the full name of my uncle that played the mandolin? And you will win this CD. So give my uncle's full name, and there you go. Here, I'll give you that so you can, otherwise I won't know what I got to give away yet. Okay, let me see. I guess it's kind of fitting to do a Bill Monroe song because my uncle was a huge Bill Monroe fan. So we'll do Blue Moon of Kentucky right now. Do you think you can kick that off for us real fast once we do? We're going to do the slow part first. And then can you kick it off the speed or do you want me to? I can kick it off.
You
speed.
can kick it off, yeah.
All right, it don't matter. Whichever way. I can screw up any song in any key. That's my motto.
I can do that too, but
What key are we in?
We're going to be in G.
Okay.
My default key. All right, here we go. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. It was on the moonlight night, the stars shining bright, when you whispered from on high, your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. It was on the moonlight night, the stars shining bright. You whispered from on high, your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. There you go. That's the abbreviated version because I don't know how to do the other version.
Good. Sounded good.
And you've got a winner?
Bruce Ducker.
Who?
Bruce Ducker.
Bruce Ducker. I've seen that name before. So, Bruce, you are the winner. Let me go ahead and do another one so that we can get these out of the way here before the halftime show. We do have a little short video for you for during the halftime as well, while we're eating cake and ice cream. Whoa. There you go. So, and wish you could be here. Wish you could be here. And I'm looking at the wrong thing again, but I'm sorry.
You like ice cream?
Anyway,
Don?
it's a
I've
habit.
seen you in action.
All right, let me see. The next question is, all right, all you vloggers will know this for sure. What item found with the metal detector on my farm did I write a song about? In fact, I'll be doing that song a little bit later. But anyway, those of you who've been watching the channel, I'm sure you know the answer to that one. So you need to give the song title, or there's two options on the song title. I'll let you, I'll be a little lenient on this one. And what will you win? How about a Boers CD? The Boers, like I said, are incredibly talented musicians. You will love this CD, I promise you.
Wow.
It's a great CD. So let me give you that CD there. There you go. It's already been won, he says. Well, we'll wait and keep you in suspense till we do the next song. Patty, what are you going to do?
Let's try a little bit of Goodbye and So Long to You.
All right, in the
Key of A.
A of keys. So if you're playing along at home, it's in A.
You can send me pretty flowers, you can send me valentines, send me letters every day, but it won't pay. Dream of my desire, nothing else will do. It's goodbye and so long to you. You can hang around and love me, you can hang your head and cry, hang my picture on the wall, but I won't fall. Kiss me when you're dreaming, no good will it do. It's goodbye and so long to you. You can give me your affection, you can give me all your love, give me all the things I crave, but I'll be brave. All the things you offer make me sad and blue. It's goodbye and so long to you. You can hang around and love me, you can hang your head and cry, hang my picture on the wall, but I won't fall. Kiss me when you're dreaming, no good will it do. It's goodbye and so long to you. Give me your affection, you can give me all your love. Call me on the telephone, I won't be home. Keep your love letters, I'm all through with you. It's goodbye and so long to you. You can hang around and love me, you can hang your head and cry, hang my picture on the wall, but I won't fall. Kiss me when you're dreaming, no good will it do. It's goodbye and so long to you. It's goodbye and so long to you.
Oh, that's my all-time favorite. That song there, every time I see Patty, she has to do that song. That's the song that I always have her do. Love that song. Very good job. Mr. Bill,
Is it my turn again?
I bet it's your turn again, but why don't we go ahead and name who the winner was?
Kathy Volts.
Kathy Volts.
And there was a very good suggestion.
What was the very good suggestion?
Give the answer to these questions.
No, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to give anything away.
I guess I figured they would see them in the comments, but I guess not. Okay. I'll just go down through them real quick and give you those. The first one, who was the father of bluegrass? That was Bill Monroe. What is the title of the song that took me 30 years to complete? That was From Where I Stand is the name of the song, From Where I Stand. On what calendar day did I hit 100,000 subscribers? That was 10/19/23, of course. I started to say 28 because that's what it looked like at a distance here without my glasses on. And anyway, in a recent blog, I mentioned it would take me how many years to reach 1 million subscribers, and that would just be 90 more years. And the sad realization is that you guys won't live long enough to see me do that. That's the sad part. All right, let's see. My roots in bluegrass music run deep. What was the name of my uncle? And his name was Don Brown, and he had a band called the Ozark Mountain Trio. And he was considered by very many people that he was the father of bluegrass music in Missouri. He started his band with John Hartford and Norman Ford back in the 1950s. Let's see. The next one was, what item found with a metal detector on my farm did I write a song about? Well, it was called The Wedding Band, and the wedding ring. Either one of those would have been acceptable. And let's see, I guess that was where we ended up, right? I don't want to give away the next one.
Who won that one?
Kathy Volts won that.
Kathy Volts won that last one. Okay, who's up? And I've lost track. You're up. What are you going to do?
Let's do a Bill Monroe tune.
Bill Monroe. It looks like you're going to be in G.
Yes, sir. Well, long, long time ago, I left my family home down in the hills of Tennessee. It's the prettiest little girl ever in this world, down in the hills of Tennessee. That little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little country town with that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Well, she begged me not to go, you'll be sorry, dear, I know, oh, the way you treated me. But I rambled all around and never have I found someone to take her place in Tennessee. That little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little country town with that little girl of mine in Tennessee. Someday I'll ramble back to that little mountain shack where I know she's waiting there for me. I'll see her smiling face standing at the gate down in the hills of Tennessee. That little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little country town with that little girl of mine in Tennessee. That little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little country town with that little girl of mine in Tennessee. With that little girl of mine in Tennessee.
I messed up.
You messed up.
I did.
How did you mess up?
Bruce Ducker wasn't the winner. It was Tom Crow.
Tom.
Tom Crow won.
Okay.
That was the question about your bluegrass, your uncle.
Okay. So apparently there was a mix-up, and Tom Crow won the one about my uncle.
Don Brown.
I'm just going to go with that.
You got a wasp on your back. There you go.
Uh-oh, that's fun.
Right there.
Have a red wasp flying around. Let me just acknowledge, there's been a few super chats. Let me see if I can acknowledge. Man, there's a lot of chats going up here. Let me just go see if I, maybe that's because we're asking so many questions. So Caroline Fike, thank you very kindly. We appreciate that. D.E., thank you very much. Very, very kind. Dottie Hildebrand, thank you for those super chats. And then we have one now from Fred Martin. So thank you very, very kindly. We really do appreciate it. The money is split between all the members of the band. So we're all going to get rich tonight. So there you go. It does help pay their expenses and gas and things. So we do appreciate it very much. Looks like we just got another one. Walt Willard, thank you very kindly. All right, who's up? Me?
Yep.
All right, we're going to do the wedding band since we had that question. We're in the Sea of Keys. If you're following along at home, the only tricky part of this is the chorus. It goes to an A minor, then to an F, and then to a G. So just so you know. Sarah married John in 64. And in that same year he marched off to war, leaving Sarah in the valley all alone. But that would change soon after he had gone. She washed the baby's clothes in the nearby spring. It was there she lost her precious wedding ring. Feeling more alone, she longed for his return. The nights were long as her heart would yearn. And then 160 years pass into view, when her precious wedding band was found anew, just as if her soul were there for all to see. Sarah John and their baby. Sarah made her way. The baby grew more like John every day. She prayed that one day soon the war would end, and we'd see John coming round the bend. And despite the odds, John made his way home. Though weak and sick, Sarah would hang on, till the baby's daddy held him to his breast, allowing Sarah to find eternal rest. And then 160 years pass into view, when her precious wedding band was found anew, just as if her soul were there for all to see. Sarah John and their baby. Play the first half on that fiddle. And then 160 years pass into view, when her precious wedding band was found anew, just as if her soul were there for all to see. Sarah John and their baby. Sarah John and their baby. Thank you very much. We didn't have a giveaway on that one, did we? Okay, so maybe I better do another one real quick. Let's see. Okay, I think I've got one here for you. What was the name of the song I wrote that talked about the plight of all the farmers losing their farms due to foreclosure back in the 80s. 1980s, all the farms were being foreclosed upon. It was a national disaster. Every night on the news, they would tell you how many more farms had been foreclosed upon. What was the name of the song that I wrote about that? You must be specific on the title. And, okay, and we'll give away, well, nope. We'll give away this CD because this CD contains that song. There you go. All right, who's up? I think you are.
I think it's me, and I think I ran out of songs.
You ran out of songs. You didn't run out yet.
Well,
I'm sure you got more. How about a fiddle tune?
how about a little bit of Faded Love?
Okie
in
dokie. Yeah.
D.
Faded
Oh,
Love in D.
Yep.
Let me just acknowledge that looks like Tom Gelder gave us a super chat. Thank you very kindly, Tom. We really, really do appreciate it.
Okay. You ready?
Yes. that beautiful sounding violin that you heard there was built by Patty's father, Jack Morrow, John Morrow. Some people called him Jack. So, what did he go by mostly?
Jack. Yeah, Jack.
And he built how many fiddles?
67, I believe.
And he almost never ever sold a single one except maybe 2, she said.
Yeah.
And it was like adopting a child when you bought one. You had to you pass a certain exam type of deal. And you have a couple extra fiddles here tonight. Are you still wanting to do what you thought you might want to do?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Would you like to just get them and hold them up here
Okay,
for a minute?
sure can.
We'll have her play these other fiddles in the second half of the show. But right now, Patty has decided she wants to auction off a few of her father's fiddles. They're very nice old fiddles. And I'm sure anybody that would get one would just love it. And she has a viola and a violin or fiddle. So both very nice, very well made, and just that mic's a little bit in the way there, so that way you can see them. And we'll try to have her play a little bit of a tune on each one of those in the second half, and then those will be put up for auction on my auction site at a later time. No immediate time on that, but we will get them auctioned off before too long. So here's your chance to hear them. We got some more super chats, and I'm not even sure where I left off. I think Tom Gellner was the last one I recognized, or not. I think so. So thank you, Tom. And then we have Ben Boyd, and then Taylor's First Stop, and Mark VSD. And I just want to say thank you to each one of you for providing those super chats. We really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, it will go to gas money for sure. And Patty could use a lot of gas money because she came a long, long way. She came from Ellsbury. That's a 2.5-hour drive one way at least.
I was just glad to do it. I was glad to come down.
Is that above St. Louis, north of St. Louis?
Yeah, it's north of St. Charles, I think.
Oh.
Yes.
Kind of that way. Anyway, let's see. Who's up? I'm lost. Mr. Bill's up here.
Okay.
And Ron's motioning at you.
Oh, what do you got?
We have a winner.
Who was the winner?
Dirt Farmer's the answer.
Dirt Farmer was the answer.
Jeremy Erfer.
Jeremy Erfer. Okay, Jeremy, congratulations. We've got 2 more things to give away. We'll save those for the second half. We're going to let Bill do our final tune for this half, and then we're going to take a break. So, what would you like to do?
I think we're going to do Black Diamond Strings.
Black Diamond Strings, all right. And that's going to be in the...
Key of G, I think is what
Okay.
I put in. I can't remember
All right.
any other key.
Okay.
Might have been A, but I think it's G. I'll know about halfway through the song when I can't sing. My first guitar was a loner. Note off brand my cousin let me keep. Back when I was learning how to play like the boys in Tennessee. I'd sit up every night and pick it till my fingers turned green. And I learned how to make her talk on these black diamond strings. Well, Daddy showed me 3 chords. Jerry showed me how to play. Let's still play in the G run that he showed me today. I thought it must be magic, the way he made them ring. But he said it ain't no secret, son, it's these black diamond strings. I don't know if they still make them, back then they were the best. And a good time didn't cost much, just $2.95. Back before they ever took my hillbilly dreams. All they took to make me happy was this old guitar and black diamond strings. if I could do it all over again, Lord, I tell you what I'd do. I'd go back to that place in a time machine where I learned to play the wildwood flower on these black diamond jeans. I don't know if they still make them. Back then they were the best. And a good time didn't cost much, just $2.95. Back before they ever took my hillbilly dreams. All they took to make me happy was this old guitar and black diamond string. Oh, back before they ever took my hillbilly dreams. All they took to make me happy was this old guitar and black diamond string.
Woo! Very nice. Very nice job. We'll get back after our little break. We're going to put on a video here that you can watch. If you've been following along, you know that I'm building a water wheel, or attempting to get to that point. We're not there yet, but we're going to get there one of these days. And this is part of that project that you're going to see. Before we go, though, I just want to acknowledge some more super chats. Ben Boyd, you were incredibly generous. Thank you very kindly. We really do appreciate that. Taylor's First Stop and Mark VSD. So thank you very kindly. We really do appreciate it. We'll give away a couple more things in the second half. We will start out with gospel, and if you guys have requests that we can fill, well, we'll try to fill them. So thank you very, very much. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. Well, it's time to get started building the forms. Let's see how that goes. Well, I got some more tools there, and I think I'm fairly square off of my wall. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just got to be in the ballpark. I'm basically going to pour a 10 by 10. The building, I think, is only going to be 8 by 10. The building's going to stick out a little ways from the wall. That'll give us a little bit of room, only a couple of feet to walk through here, in case we have to do some kind of maintenance on the outside. And I'm planning on the concrete here, I'm planning to make a light swale down through here so that the water that, you know, when it rains or the water running off the building, whatever, can run out and go around. That's the plan. I hope it works. I went ahead and drove in yet another stake over here on this wall. I'm going to drive in the other stakes. Then I'm going to go get the compactor, compact this area and backfill it and all that. And then I'll put the other wall up. I think I'm going to go get the leaf blower and just blow these leaves out of here. They don't hurt nothing, but I just want them out of here just to make it clean and easy to do all the work I'm doing here. I thought I might as well kill two birds with one stone. I just got this new blower. It's called an Enhulk, E-N-H-U-L-K Pro Series. It says 9,300 CFM. I can tell you this thing really does move some air. I've already blown off a large parking lot and a big portion of the lawn. I did recharge it. It's fully charged right now. It's a 5 amp hour battery. This was sent to me to do a video on it. And I thought, well, heck, I need to blow these leaves off anyway. Might as well use this thing. So what's cool about it, you don't have to start it. You just pull the trigger and it works. Very cool. Well, as it turns out, the wind's blowing this way, as you can tell. So I'm going to start up there and blow them this way because that's just a lot easier. That's fine, thank you. I think you can tell that it really blows hard the way it's blowing the gravel and the dust and everything. But I'm just going to pull the trigger and hold it loose and watch what it does. It just pushes its way backwards. It's very powerful. If I was going to give it any negative, it's that it's a little heavy. You know, you're going to pay for that. If you're going to use a battery tool, you got to have a big heavy battery, and this thing works really good. This one didn't come with a strap, but you can get a strap for it. But quite honestly, I wouldn't use the strap anyway. That's just me. I'm not a strap kind of guy. I'd rather just hold it in my hand. But it does push on you. That made short work of that. So now we'll get back to the business here. That corner's low for sure, so I'm just going to rake stuff over there. I think I'll just get the Bobcat and make short work of it because I'm going to need some more gravel in here, I think. Well, in my typical stupidness, I forgot to turn the camera back on, but I think you can see I dumped a small load right in there. I'll get the laser level and hopefully this time I'll remember to turn the camera back on. Hopefully you can see the laser level set up over there, and it's spinning a laser around, and this is the receiver, and this receiver then will tell you whether you're high or low. I'm just going to go about in the middle of this and call this just for grins, I'm just going to call this average, and we'll see where we go from here. Okay, let's see, I got to get the bubble level here. Okay, the bubbles level, that should be about level right there. And let's just see, are we high or low here? We're low, so this needs to come up. That needs to come up. This needs to come up a little bit according to this. Maybe this middle just needs to go down. Yep, I'd say the middle needs to go down because everything seems to need to come up. This needs to go down right here. All right, so that gives me an idea. I'll rake from here and here out to these outer edges. That ought to get me pretty close. Well, it's definitely not perfect, but it's a little closer than it was. I'm just going to get the compactor, run over this, and see how that goes. You can tell a difference. Walking on it, it's almost like you're walking on concrete. It's very, very solid. It just vibrates all the little rocks into their place. All right, we're going to check the level again. Says this is just a little bit low here. Says this is just a little bit high right here. So we'll move high to low. All right, I think that'll do it. I'm going to go ahead and check it just to make sure I didn't miss some big obvious thing. But I think we're good. Says we're still a little high there, actually. I kind of thought that might be the case. Says we're a little low there though. And I think we're only talking a tiny bit. Yeah, we're pretty good, I think. I think we're good enough. I'm going to go ahead and get the other board and put it on here now. Well, I went and got the board for that other end, and I'm about ready to cut it off. Well, I don't think that's going anywhere. I'll get the concrete figured up and ordered for this coming Friday. Today is Tuesday. I need to get going. I probably am running late. Yeah, 3:51, so I got to get ready to go to Dickie's barbecue pit this evening. But no rush. I'll get this ready for Friday for a pour on Friday. Well, we're back. We've been snacking there on some cake and ice cream, and I thought that stuff was so good. I thought I was going to go blind because I thought my tongue was going to slap my eyeballs right out of socket there. It was pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, wish you could be here. Wish you could have been here for that. Let's see. I got another question for a giveaway, and I'm going to make it these gloves. So this will be your giveaway, and here's your question. The question is, okay, I modified a song years ago, and I modified it based on what I found in my grandpa's fiddle case and his guitar cases. He had something in those cases, and then that caused me to sing a song and modify the first verse of that song. So if you can come up with the title of that song, you will win these gloves. And these are really nice gloves. You'll like them, I think. Now, those are extra large, so if it's a dainty little lady, you'll probably have to give them to your husband or something. But they're real nice gloves. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to start us off with a gospel song. As I mentioned before, you can do requests in this half hour, and we will, or in this hour, and we will try to do as many of them as we can. Thank you, Donald Tharp, for that super chat, and I really do appreciate it. Okay, here we go. This one's in the key of D, and it's called, and the name of the song is I Call It Home. Somewhere beyond the grave, there is a land that Jesus went to prepare by his own hand, and for the saved by grace, there is a resting place, and in a few more days it will be mine. Some call it heaven, I call it home. Some call it dreaming, so let me dream on. Some call it paradise, somewhere beyond the sky. Some call it heaven, I call it home. Mr. Bill. Patty, see what you can do with that. Someone said you can't go back home again, and that things will not ever be as good as they've been. Well, I've got good news for you. When heaven comes into view, one glimpse and you'll know the best is yet to come. Some call it heaven, call it heaven. I call it home. Thank you. We'll send that one out to Ron. Ron requested that one tonight, so thank you for your help tonight, Ron, and thank you for that request. And Patty, you switched fiddles.
I did switch fiddles.
Tell anything you can about your fiddle there.
Well, so it's got 4 strings. It's a yellow stain. It looks like it was the 17th one that he built in 1996.
Okay.
It's got a real pretty flame.
And
on
this
the
one is
back,
going to be
and
auctioned off. So we're going to see how the auctions go. If the auctions just go crazy low, well, then we probably won't be auctioning off any more of them. That'll be the truth of it. But if we get a decent price for them, then she may have a bunch of other ones to auction off down the road. These are they're real nice fiddles, and you heard it there. So I mean, you can tell it's a good fiddle. So let's see. You're next. Do you want to fiddle a tune? Could you do something like Patty on the Turnpike, or is that?
Well,
Are you in practice for that one?
I'm not really in practice. Tell you the truth, I haven't played hoedown in a really long time, so
Okay.
I'm not sure that I'm.
You've been playing with that old country, slow country
I have
stuff.
been playing with that
Yeah,
country
yeah,
stuff.
I know.
So,
You can take a nap in between notes on that stuff.
I know. So, but how about you were playing a little bit of Ashokan Farewell a while ago? You want to do that one?
You can do that one, and I'll back you up, but I don't know that I'll play it. But yeah,
Okay.
no, that'll be fine. I mean, yeah, play that.
Okay.
That'd be perfect.
All
You
right.
show the fiddle off, and
I
that'll
think
be
I
great.
can make it through that
And
one.
if I feel brave, I'll play it, but I'm not very
That's-
good
Okay.
on that tune.
I'm looking most of the time for
Okay.
that on that one. That's
I mean,
a
if
nice
I-
melody. It's gonna be pretty cool.
If I feel brave, I'll take a break, but I'm not very
I
good on
have
that
tried
number.
to pick it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ashokan Farewell in the key of D, in the D key.
Bobby Osborne had a really nice version of Ashokan Farewell on the mandolin.
Well,
Jerry.
almost everybody that knows how to play a mandolin has a real good version of that. But I don't know how to play one. I just beat on it.
That's not true. All right. Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh, that was every one of you needs to pay entertainment tax now. Doggone, that was good. That was just doggone good. Now that's the kind of quality fiddle you'll be bidding on in that auction down the road. So
And they play themselves.
yeah, they're just
you just
they're
put the bow
nice.
on there and
They're
play
nice
yourself.
fiddles. Every one of them totally handmade. There's no kits or nothing involved. He made them from scratch. There you go.
And all those songs are locked in.
And I'm so glad that Bill has to follow that. What we got there, Mr. Ron?
Black Diamond Strings was the correct answer.
Black Diamond Strings was the correct answer. And Bill had just done that song before the break. And he didn't know that I was going to ask that question. That was just coincidental. I mean, it really was.
Tom Crow was first, but he's already won a prize, so David Thorpe.
David
Thorpe.
Tharp? David Tharp got it. Okay.
Good.
I'm leaving all that up to Ron, so if you don't like the results, it's his fault. Anyway, thank you, Tom Crow, there for that super chat. We really, really, really appreciate that. These guys might actually be able to make it home if you keep that up, guys. Appreciate it.
Right out of cake, so yeah.
We'll do one by Blue Highway here.
Okay?
This is
Gonna do it in D, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Billy was a fighting, drinking man. The devil never had a better friend. Mary Johnson was a saint, bless her heart. We all cried when she fell for Billy's part. She found a man that no one knew was there. All it took was 2 rings and a prayer. Mary Johnson was a saint, heaven knows. She proved it 7 Sundays in a row. 7 Sundays in a row he's been in church. A little hard to recognize with his tie and starched white shirt. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul. God's won 7 Sundays in a row. Sometimes we all stumble and we fall. There's a little Billy Sparks in us all. But as long as we believe, there's always hope. For more than 7 Sundays in a row. 7 Sundays in a row he's been in church. A little hard to recognize with his tie and starched white shirt. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul. God's won 7 Sundays in a row. 7 Sundays in a row he's been in church.
a little hard to recognize with his tie and starched white shirt. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul. God's won 7 Sundays in a row. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul. God's won 7 Sundays in a row.
Yeah, thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Let me acknowledge a few super chats there. Olav Serland Hansen, thank you very kindly. Dave Breslin and Jim F. And Olav looks like he was incredibly generous, so thank you very kindly. We really do appreciate that. Let's see. What's the next and last question I think I'm going to ask here? Okay, this one's probably the hardest one, but on the other hand, it may not be that difficult either. There were 2 ladies that came all the way from Champaign, Illinois. They came down here to my recording studio when I had my recording studio. I no longer have it. I had to shut it down because YouTube got too busy. But anyway, they came all the way from Champaign, Illinois to record, let me see, what I would call slavery songs. These were songs that the slaves sang out in the cotton fields. They recorded them a cappella, and of course I, did the recordings, the technical end of it. And then those recordings were sent to a major national venue, and they were used as background music in a national venue. What was the name of that national venue? And venue might not be the right word, but it's the only word I can think of. So there you go. And if you can come up with that, then you'll win my last CD, and it's a gospel CD. And there you go. And then let's see. I guess it's my turn, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Did we have any requests recent? Well, we had a request for Redwood Hill. You remember how to do that?
Pretty much.
I think
been a
so.
while, yeah.
So Don knows how to do Redwood Hill. It's a complicated song if you've never done it. This is one of the more complicated songs we do. I don't know how many chords it's got. If you count the sevenths and all that, it's probably got 10, 11, 12 chords, something like that. It's piece of cake.
Okay.
We're in
So-
C, right?
No, it's in G.
G?
It's in G. All right, I'm going to kick it on the mandolin, and then if you want to, Bill, if you can come in on the second part of the kick,
Yeah.
and then I'll start singing it after
Okay.
that. Okay?
Okay.
If it works for you, and if it don't, I'll just start singing after that. I do get done.
Mess it up with that.
As you can tell, this is totally rehearsed.
Live.
But no, this wasn't. This was a request that someone made for Redwood Hill. So here we go. Nope, I did that wrong. Let's see.
Talked to Mother Nature for a while. She told me of her love for the children in her trust, but for great concern for the likes of you and me and us. Crying though she was, she did speak these tender words. The thing that I am
we got through it.
Yeah.
That one was. Sometimes you need a little practice on that one. It wouldn't hurt to have a dry run on that one before you do it. But we did it anyway. And let's see, Edward Smith, thank you very kindly there for that super chat. What do we got over there, Mr. Ron?
The last question, PBS was the correct answer, and Larry A.
Larry A. answered the
Wow.
PBS question there. Yes, we did that recording, and that was featured in the documentary on slavery on PBS. And very cool. In a little tiny little bitty studio here, you know, and how that ever happened, I don't know, but it
that's
happened.
cool.
And it was pretty cool.
I didn't know
Pretty
that.
cool. Let's see. Is that a Martin or Taylor acoustic? And it's not. It's not. It just isn't. So tell them, Bill, what is that?
Well, about 15 years ago, I happened to be out visiting my daughter in Pennsylvania. And on Sunday, my son-in-law said, hey, tomorrow morning be ready to roll about 7 a.m. He said, I'm taking you somewhere. And I said, well, where are we going? He said, I can't tell you. So he took off, and I didn't know where he was. And he was going down the highway. I think we went down through, you know, the big pass that goes over to Swanee River or one of them rivers. And anyway, he was in New Jersey. Next thing you know, he's over here and he's over there. And he took this exit that said Nazareth. And I started singing that song, just got in from Nazareth. The next thing I know, I said, hey, wait a minute, are we going to Martin Factory? And so he said, yeah. So anyway, long story short, we went to the factory. It was a great trip through the factory to Martin Factory. And then we went over to the old factory to 1833, and there was two old gals in there about my age. And they were messing around. And I said, where's the tour here? And they said, we don't have a tour. We just get rid of parts that don't quite come up to Martin's standard, you know, or they've been injured during assembly. And she says, but they're pretty rough, and they're not even, sometimes they're started, some are just the wood we don't want to use. And so I said, well, can I buy some of this wood? And they said, yeah. Are you a Luther? I said, no. But of course I picked up the phone, I called my buddy here. I said, hey, if I get stuck on this project, would you bail me out? And he goes, well, yeah, go ahead and get it. So 2 weeks later, UPS brought it to my door here in Missouri in a box of parts. And man, it was just a bunch of parts. I mean, it wasn't like putting it with glue together. I mean, we had to look at this stuff. And I worked on it for 2.5 months. And Jerry helped me. One of the big key spots where I got stuck was I was ready to glue the top on. And Jerry said, boy, I don't like those ribs on there. And I said, what do you think? And he said, oh, I'd shave them down a lot more. And I mean, it really helped the sound. I think that was a key point to get this top action.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we scalped his braces a little bit there, and you know, I didn't do any of the work. He did all the work, but I just told him what to do and where
Well,
to do it.
there was a lot of, he gave me a lot of pointers at different points. And, you know, he builds mandolins, but he's built guitars too. So he really helped me on that. And he had a big old picture on the wall of it. I don't know, you still got that?
Yeah, it's in the office in
Yeah,
there.
anyway. So I kind of look at that, but we did a lot of extra stuff. And then when we got down to the technical part, right, it was all done. And then I wanted to put BP here for my initials, Bill Pilliard, or Bluegrass Picker, whatever you want to call him. And you can come up with other names too, but we're not going to talk about that. But anyway, I said, Jerry, I want you to run that router in there because I'm not going to do this part. He said, no, it's your guitar. You're going to have to do it. Well, I hate to do it because it was all finished. But, you
Turned
know,
out
it
good.
turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
You know,
turned out real
and
nice.
so it's Martin Parts, and I got my name on it. I think the top was kind of going to be a 41. I'd seen the number 41, and it said 1930 something 41 or 1940 something 41 top. But they had it was still big, two big pieces, but they had started the hole, and there was a little nick right over here, and it's still there a little bit, but I got most of it out. But it came out pretty nice. We put a real thin finish on it. So
When you want to sell.
that's what it is, and it's very active. I mean, just me talking right here, I can feel the action and the vibration through to the box. So
Well, you could have went that way.
Well, I didn't want to walk in front of Bill.
No, that's
you're
fine. That's fine.
You could. We don't have any manners here. You just do whatever, you
I
know.
have manners. Or I'd like to think I do.
She says she has manners. Anyway, well, I'm having Patty get the viola, and maybe we can play something where she can feature the viola just a little bit. And then that way you can see what it's going to sound like when we auction that off as well. Richard Herbranson, thank you very kindly. We really do appreciate the super chats there. Amazing guitar, excellent sound. Thank you. That's good. I'm sure Bill appreciates that. Okay, well, I don't see any other requests there. I was just looking to see if I saw any requests. Do you see any requests that, I know we had those earlier, but
From the line down has been.
okay, I just rent it from God. I'll try that. I haven't done that in a long time, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, what have you got there?
I'm open for suggestions. I'm
Open
trying to
for-
think of something.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is that something you can play? You know, another similar tune to like "Faded Love," or how about "Amazing Grace," or
Let's do Amazing Grace.
any of those kinds of tunes, or "What a Friend We Have in Jesus," anything like that.
Yeah, let's try Amazing Grace. I'm not sure what key I'm going to be in, but we'll.
Okay,
We'll try.
Because it's a viola, we'll be hunting and fishing for the key, right?
Yeah. So.
If you don't know what a viola is, it's just a large version of a violin. It's much bigger. And it's the strings, the notes are slightly different too, aren't they? Aren't they one thing higher? Something like, instead of your low string being a G, it's a C or something?
Yeah, it's a C string.
It's
so
a
yeah,
C,
so,
so-
and there's no E string.
And there's
on
no
the high
E
end.
string, so it's an A. So it's, anyway, it's different.
Okay, so let's try it. I think we're going to be in G, but I'm not 100% sure.
that's what a viola sounds like. It's got a deeper tone, and again, that's another auction item that will be coming up for auction down the road. I don't know exactly when we'll get the auction going, but now you at least know what it sounds like, and that you know that it is quality. Because if it was me trying to play it, it just sounds like I can't do anything more than that. Let's see. I'm not sure what key I did change. Just run it from God in. Change my whole life. No more purpose. I think I did it in the key of B, believe it or not, which is a little ways up there, but we're going to try this in the key of B. Oh, it's Bill's turn anyway. I'm sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
Don't make me.
No, go ahead. You go ahead and do one, and we'll do that one later. I was just thinking in my brain there, and it got scrambled.
Okay, I'm going to do one here I wrote while getting ready to pick up leaves.
Oh yeah, this is a great song.
I was kind of down. I had drove to my other place back in Festus, Missouri, and picking up leaves, and these leaves were flying everywhere. And so I looked around and I thought, man, where are all them leaves going to go? I'm sure getting tired of raking leaves at two places, you know. So I looked at them pretty soon. I thought, they're going to all end up in that ditch. They're all going to blow over there in that ditch. And I thought, man, you know, there's a song there. So I sat there and wrote this in my truck before I picked up those leaves. Looking at a leaf, a blowing in the wind. I wonder which way it will go. It's a moving around, just like many others. It wound up in a ditch by the edge of the road. When I was young, I was told about drinking. Put her in low, son, and watch where you go. But I didn't know I'd soon be sinking. I wound up in a ditch by the edge of the road. By the edge of the road, son, by the edge of the road. Blowing like a leaf wherever I go. The Lord's looking down on me here below. I'm living my life
Out in the ditch.
by the edge of the road. My life, just like many others, it's all about choices, which way you will go. The Lord's given me this time to discover all the people I can't help by the edge of the road. By the edge of the road, son, by the edge of the road. Blowing like a leaf wherever I go. The Lord's looking down on me here below. I'm living my life
Down in the ditch.
by the edge of the road. By the edge of the road, son, by the edge of the road. Blowing like a leaf wherever I go. The Lord's looking down on me here below. I'm living my life
In the ditch.
by the edge of the road. Lord's looking down on me here below. I'm living my life
Out in the ditch.
by the edge of the road. Yeah.
Well, I got to thinking again, and I forgot one of my down in the ditches there. Sorry about
that's
that, Bill.
okay.
Oh, that's a good song. Good job there, writing that song. Well, as you all know, I do write a lot of songs, and this song here that I'm about to try or attempt is one I haven't done in quite a long time. I wrote this about early retirement and then buying this ranch, this farm. So anyway, we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. It's called I Don't Own It, I Just Rent It from God. All right, so it's in the B of keys.
B?
B boy. The title came from a friend, those people up there by Troy.
Yeah, Ed and Janet.
Inman. Ed and Janet Inman. We were at a party of theirs playing music, and I asked him, I said, how long you owned this place? He says, I don't own it. I just rent it from God. So that's where I got the title. I changed my whole life. No more corporate strife. I put the alarm clock away in the drawer. No more conference calls and no meetings in the halls and no business to conduct in a bar. No self-serving boss, nor the threat of the loss of the paycheck that I've earned 8 to 5. 'Cause I'll be out on the ranch where I can reach the first branch of that corporate tree grown from on high. I don't own it, I just manage its worth. It's a small slice of heaven placed down here on earth. I care for his trees and I water his sun. I don't own it, I just rent it from God. Tell them I'm history, that's okay, for I've got a plan. And there'll be no regret, no hard feelings, nor debt. We're all doing the best we can. So here is my last word. Some may think it absurd, but I know that one day you'll find it's better to leave than to stay and to grieve. Instead of a paycheck, you'll have peace of mind. I don't own it, I just manage its worth. It's a small slice of heaven placed down here on earth. I care for his trees and I water his sun. I don't own it, I just rent it from God. Woohoo! We got through it. I'm amazed I remember the words on that. The songs you write are the hardest ones to remember the words to. I don't know why that is, but at least it is for me. And that's a black and white fact.
First time I've done it.
That's the first time that these guys had done that, I think. Well, Don might have done it years ago, but I don't know.
Tell it's been a while.
It's been a while. But anyway, I turned around there so Don could hear what I was doing, because it is a little tricky. It's not hard. It's not real hard. It's just like any song. Until you know it, it's a little difficult.
Right on. Yep.
Please play I Saw the Light. Can you sing that one? Or do you sing
I
it?
can sing maybe a verse of it.
I could probably sing a verse of it myself, but I don't know. I've said it several times on the channel. I never learned the I don't mean that. I don't want this to sound degrading. I don't learn the common songs, the songs that everybody does. The reason is because everybody does them. So I always learn the songs that are out in the periphery, you know. And so, like, I Saw the Light is a very easy song to play. I know how to play it and all that, and I know the choruses, of course, but I just never have learned the words.
Way.
You're the same way?
Yeah, I just back up.
So do you know that maybe a first verse or something to get us going?
I can go do the first. Yeah, I can do the first.
What key would you think you want to do that in?
Maybe. Let's see. I wandered so aimless, like a G maybe.
Sounds like
Is that too high or too low?
Might be too low.
About E.
I I thought it was either D or E or somewhere in there is where I thought
Probably
it was.
in a girl key, yeah, probably. I wandered so aimless, I filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Looks like a blind man, I wandered alone. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in light. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Okay, that's all I know of it.
That's all you know? Yes. We just, yeah, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Little bit. Do another chorus.
I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
There you go. That's our best shot for the best shot we have. There you go. 264 viewers at the moment. It's 9:04. I think we'll do one more tune and call it an evening. If you don't mind, I'm going to do one that I wrote. And it's called He's Coming Again. It's in the A of keys. This song, you know, at the risk of sounding totally trite, this song wrote itself. I woke up one morning and I had this song completely in my head already when I woke up, and I just ran straight to the computer and wrote it down. And that's the truth. Believe what you want. It's called He's Coming Again, and it's in the A of keys. Last night I dreamed I was in heaven, and there upon the throne I saw God's Son. God said unto his Son, Jesus, the time has come for you to return unto the world, and he's coming again. We prayed that he would. He's coming again, so be ready. We all know we should. He's coming again. We all need him so. He's coming again to save all our souls. He's coming again. Bill.
as I watch the crown of thorns descend through the clouds upon his head. And he's coming again. We prayed that he would. He's coming again. So be ready, we all know we should. He's coming again. We all need him so. He's coming again to save all our souls. He's coming again.
Well, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you, especially those of you who have provided those super chats that are very, very helpful. Like I said, we will share that amongst the band. We really appreciate it. I want to thank you for being a part of this very special evening for me, hitting 100,000 subscribers. You might think that it's common. It's not common at all. There's tons of channels that have hit 100,000 subscribers. There's no doubt about that. But when you compare it to how many millions of channels that are out there, 145 million, something like that, and something like only 100 and some thousand have ever hit 100,000, it's still a lot. That's still a big number. But when you compare it, that's only like 0.27%. So I'm extremely happy to be in that little elite group, even though it took me 10 years to get there. and I'm so sad that you won't be there with me when I make that million. Doggone it, I wish, it's bad luck on your part. But thank you anyway, guys. I really do appreciate it very much. We will have our shop talk in the morning, 8 o'clock sharp. I don't know if anybody's going to join me or not. Are you going to do that, or you think? Or
I might, yeah.
okay, Patty's going to spend the night because she's so far away. So Patty might be on my shop talk in the morning, and you just never know what we might get into. We'll see you then. Thank you so much.